Well, the grass is coming back really good out here. You can kind of see my trouble spots. They're usually marked with a rock, which is why they're my trouble spots. But they're not the only thing in the yard that's making life difficult. I probably shouldn't be on this grass, but I think enough damage is probably being done to it by everybody else. See, that's my one sprinkler that's installed properly. I also have these. I don't know how apparent that is. There we go, that's pretty apparent. Old cedar tree, I think. It looked like he, assuming this was the guy that built the house and lived here before me, it looked like he may have cut this thing a little bit above it and then poured diesel down in it, maybe even drilling a little bit and then just burnt it. I kind of wonder if I could get over here with a tractor and get the teeth underneath the dirt, because it looks like it kind of has a lip there. If you look at some of the sections, it looks like it's actually rotting underneath there, but it's pretty solid. But every time that I've run into a tree with a bucket that's been dead for 10 or 20 years, it's been pretty easy to remove. So maybe we'll try that here. I just have to be really careful of that. So I'll get this hose out of the way. I usually leave a hose on the lawn because it's actually impossible for me to water this too much, except for in spring and fall. A good spring and fall, that is. Oh, there's my puppies. They like to poop outside of areas that people generally go, which is really nice. Oof, but they stink bad. So actually it looks like my aloe is not doing so good. The branches you see above it here are actually part of the aloe plant. They send these things up. I can't remember which season I get it, maybe fall, and they have these really alien looking flowers. It's really crazy. I've never seen one flower before, but since they're outside and I ignore them, of course they're going to be super healthy. Looks like my peach tree here is trying to pretend that winter doesn't exist. We're probably still going to get some pretty bad temperatures out here, and it will probably kill all this grass, so I'm not super worried about it. Although we get a little weed here called, I think the actual name is Texas yellow lawn flower or something like that. It's like really obvious on the nose, which is really funny. And of course, our strictly herbivorous birds actually really like the taste of them. So it looks like all we're getting right now is grass, because everything else is being picked out. Maybe even the chickens have a preference for it, but they seem to, every time I look at them, they seem to be going for the tips of my grass, which is just fine by me. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll move that mound. I have something to bury over there, and I also have, I think I'll pull this guy out. I don't think I'll bury the rocks today. I'd rather see if I can get them out of the ground, because while this looks really green, especially the areas that look very green, the reason they look so green is my lawn is very shallow in depth across the very green sections, and in spring and fall that means that there's always water available to the grass, but as soon as it goes to summer, I can't put enough water on the lawn to keep the growth up, and this pretty much everything that looks green right now just turns to brown and then dirt, and then the chickens dig in the dirt quite a bit, which is kind of why it's sparse right here. That was one of their favorite spots over there too. There I think it's just a low spot, and I get too much water there whenever the sprinklers turn on. And this isn't a normal sprinkler system, in case you can't tell by the purple color here. That means it's non-potable water, because this is actually an extension of that system over there, which is my septic system. So this actually shoots out sanitized wastewater from my house. But let's see if the tractor can get up underneath this thing and flip it out of the ground. That'd be really cool. I didn't actually intend to do that, but I thought about it, and I see this lip here, so we'll see.